Hello, writers. We are in the middle of the writing process, composing our argumentative essays. Today we will be working on body paragraphs. My specific learning target for you is I can present my argument in a formal style that includes supporting details with transitions. My behavior expectations for you are, please pay attention during this mini lesson. It will be less than 10 minutes. You will be asked to apply this learning to your own writing. Look at the screen. Visit later. Pay attention now. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to identify the parts of body paragraphs, be able to recognize an effective body paragraph, and begin writing your own paragraphs. Let's review. What have we done so far in this process? Well, we have been using the Roman numeral 2 strategy to organize our ideas for a 5-paragraph argumentative essay. The first step was to research evidence that we will put into our body paragraphs today. So today is the day that you really test how well did you do collecting statistics, facts, anecdotes, which are little stories, to prove your point that your charity deserves the $100 donation. Can you name the 3 parts of an essay's introductory paragraph? The introduction starts with a lead, a creative hook. So, what did you write for your lead? Did you start with a question? Did you quote someone from the website perhaps? Maybe you did a list of words. Then, do you have a linking sentence, something that connects that creative lead to the formal thesis? And finally, the last sentence of your introductory paragraph should be a thesis statement. So what does an introductory paragraph have? A lead, a link, and a thesis. Now, let's look at that thesis statement. What are the 3 parts of a thesis statement? A thesis statement starts with the topic, then your claim, and the details you are going to use to prove your point or to support your claim. So the topic of your argumentative essay is the charity. Your claim is they deserve the $100. And then yesterday, you came up with a phrase that you are going to prove in your body paragraphs today. So let's move on to the body paragraphs. The purpose of the body paragraphs in an essay are to support the main idea in your thesis by breaking it down into smaller ideas or subtopics. Ideas in your paragraph should relate back to your thesis statement. They should directly relate to that last little phrase in your thesis statement. Writing a body paragraph of an essay is as easy as pie, P-I-E. You start with your point, then you put information, the evidence in the middle, and then you end by explaining how that information supports your point. The opening of the paragraph should state the main point of the paragraph, the main idea that the paragraph is trying to prove or show. This is also called your topic sentence. So you are going to start each of your 3 body paragraphs with a topic sentence. In the middle of the paragraph, you will provide information to show why your main point is true. This is the longest part of your paragraph. You will either include several types of information or one type explained in detail. Types of information might include stories, descriptions, examples, facts, statistics, or a line from a text. This information is your evidence. This is what you spent several days researching and collecting and putting into that Roman numeral 2 graphic organizer. Now it's time to put that evidence into your paragraphs. At the end of your paragraph, you should explain how your information showed your main point. Now, this structure of a body paragraph should seem familiar to you. It's very similar to the race strategy we have been using. Body paragraph number 1. Here is a sample topic sentence that you might use to start your body paragraph. Notice after the topic sentence, I proceed with a transition word. That's part of our learning target, that you be able to use transition words or connective phrases to put all your ideas together. There is much I can tell you about this charitable organization. First, and then I'm going to put some of my information that I researched. Be sure you put it in a logical order that makes sense. Body paragraph number 2. Here is a sample topic sentence. You're welcome to steal it. I have a personal connection to this charity, and then you'll describe how. Now, if you don't have a personal connection, then you describe to us, why did you pick it? And body paragraph number 3. Here's your topic sentence. This charity will put the $100 to good use. One way is, so notice my transition word there, and I'm going to describe how they'll use the $100. Now, we have learned about transition words and connective phrases. You're welcome to use first, next, last, but you could also come up with other phrases that communicate the same idea. Be sure to not only introduce your evidence with a phrase, but also when you do your explanation, let the reader know you're explaining. You might say something like, their website says, and then give the evidence. And then near the end of your paragraph, you might say, this is important because, and explain how it proves your thesis statement. How will you know if you have been successful writing your body paragraphs? Well, look at the organization. Each of the body paragraphs includes a creative and well-written topic sentence, effectively constructed sentences with supporting details, smooth transitions, and a wrap-up sentence that presents a closing idea. Evidence. The paragraphs include effective use of stories, facts, and details that support the claim. And explain. An explanation is included that connects the claim to the evidence. Here are my Writer's Workshop behavior expectations for you. Thank you for listening attentively during the mini lesson. Now that the mini lesson is about over, it is not time to socialize. Get right to work while the ideas are fresh in your mind. What does the Writer's Workshop look like? It'll look like students taking notes and working on their Google Docs. What does the Writer's Workshop sound like? No unnecessary chatter, please. It is mostly a silent room. The only sound will be the tapping of computer keys. Now stay on task. Be sure to complete your assignment. So, when your teacher tells you to, you're going to log into your Chromebook, log into your Google Docs. You should already have your introductory paragraph typed. Now you're going to start a new paragraph. You just hit that enter button, indent, and you're going to start your first body paragraph. Each body paragraph should be at least 4 to 5 sentences in length. Be sure you start with a topic sentence, use transition phrases to introduce your evidence, and then explain how your evidence supports your thesis statement. When you get on your Google Doc, let's just review what you should already have done. Did you change the title of the doc to Kiwanis Essay with your last name and class period? Is this document in your language arts digital folder? Then, on your essay, did you use this heading? Your first and last name, and then you entered to the next line. My name and your class period, enter to the next line. Kiwanis Essay, enter to the next line, and your date.